Hi guys, I'm back. I'm really excited about today's video. Today I'm going to talk about Hawaii. I've been here for about 2 months now, since January 1st, so it's been 2 months. It has been not only a weather shock, but a culture shock, and there's just so much. Like, going from Kansas to Hawaii, there's so much to talk about. This probably is not going to be my first video that I make about Hawaii, but I do have a few things that I want to talk about for sure. First off, you know, the first thing I did when I got here was I went to the beach. I've never been to the beach before. I've never seen the ocean, and so I was really excited to go to the beach, and that's one of the first things that I did. Got here really late, like 8, 9 o'clock at night, I think on a Monday, and then the next morning at like 5 a.m. because I couldn't sleep very well. I wanted to go to the beach so bad. You know, I went to the beach. And since I was like 10, I've kept a journal, and I've always written about how I want to put my toes in the ocean. My family never really traveled to any state other than Missouri, but is traveling to Missouri really vacationing? It's kind of like Kansas. Anyways, so that was really, really exciting that morning, going to the beach. The euphoric happiness that I had is just so hard to describe, being 24 years old and seeing, you know, the beach for the first time. And even now, when I go to the beach, it's like my mind is so set in the idea, you know, that this ocean has been here since the dawn of time, and, you know, back to caveman times and the dinosaur times, where people for the last thousands of years have stood on this beach and looked out at the ocean that I am looking at. And then I think about, like, the depth of the ocean. Motorcyclist, sorry. I think about the depth of the ocean, everything that's living that's under there that we haven't even discovered yet. It's just my mind just goes so deep when I'm at the ocean. It's like I'm not even there for a tan. It's just a whole philosophical, like, event for me, you know, and standing there thinking of all the different, you know, island princesses that have stood there, and the common people over the last hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years, that is looking at what I'm looking at, that the things that what they may have believed. Okay, I'm ranting, I'm stopping there. You get my point. But so the ocean is a beautiful, beautiful thing. The sound of waves, hearing waves for the first time, and even when I go and I take a walk by the beach, just the sound of the waves, they're way louder than what I was expecting. So they make a lot of noise. But, so very beautiful. I'll probably talk about the beach again sometime, just because, you know, it's a whole new world for me. Okay. Speaking of, you know, people who've lived here for years, I want to talk about the people here, the natives. Okay, so apparently they are originally Polynesian, something about them traveling here or were already here, or something about the Asian. I looked it up at one point and learned it. I don't really remember, but I know they're like Polynesian or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. And I heard some bad things about the locals here, that, oh, they hate visitors and tourists and white people and people from the military, blah, 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 blah. I didn't believe it, because I was just like, nah, you know what, people, it's Hawaii, people vacation here. You think that, you know, the locals would be used to it. Well, come to find out, they hate everybody. They are really mean. Like, they are not nice people, okay? They're just, it's true. They don't like tourists, and, you know, I don't blame them. Having this be their native land and having so many tourists, and it's just not white people, it's Oriental people like crazy everywhere. I've been all over the island nearly in the last 2 months, and I maybe saw like 5 black people. Like, that's the amount of black people here, and I think they were military, and it was their families that were here. So, yeah, that's really weird. But it's a lot of Oriental people, a lot of Oriental people, and then white folks, and then the natives, which kind of look like Mexicans to me. Like, they're like an Asian Mexican mix. Okay, I'm not racist, don't tell anybody except that. But they are not friendly people. They mean mug you just like Mexican people do. They're just like, we hate you, except we're actually on their land, and, you know, okay, that's going too far. I'm not gonna even go there. But So the people here, not a fan of. The people... Okay, I'm done. I'm just gonna stop there before this gets too racist. I swear I'm not racist. Let's talk about the traffic here. The traffic here. Okay, seriously. When I leave the island, I will so be ready to leave because of the traffic. It is so horrible here. People are so aggressive, like, they don't give a fuck about anybody else on the road. They will cut you off. They're so aggressive. I'm used to Kansas, like, oh yeah, go ahead and go through. You know, not everybody, but like we're in Kansas, we're more worried about getting in wrecks. People here, not so much. They don't give a fuck. They speed. They go through red lights. They go through stop signs. It's like the laws don't exist in Hawaii, and I have nearly gotten in a bajillion wrecks. It's just like, it's ridiculous. I read in the newspaper, my first week here, that the death toll for pedestrians is like the highest out of all the states in America. And it ranges anywhere from ages of 17 to 75. Most of them are older folks. They said like 70% is people in their 40s and older. So that probably says something there. But the point is, people aren't paying attention that they're running people over, okay? It's not the pedestrians' fault they're dying. Old folks, though, it's so cute. They wear like reflective vest. Old people do when they're walking around or riding their bikes or on their little pusher things with the tennis balls. I don't know what it's called. Walker? Yeah. So it's like they are very, very serious about that. The old people are. Bikes here are crazy. Went and bought a bike at Walmart. Had to get it registered with like a license and everything. It was like a freaking car. I had to pay $15 to get a license put on my bike to ride it in Hawaii. So, I mean, if it gets stolen, but, you know, if it gets stolen, okay, it's a bicycle. I'm not going to freak out. It was $100. But, everything here is reflective here. The sun goes down at 6 o'clock in the winter time in Hawaii, and 7 o'clock-ish in the summertime. I'm from Kansas. It's summer every fucking day of the year here, so whatever. So about 6 o'clock-ish is when everybody's reflective things are all going off. There's a lot of runners here, a lot of joggers, walkers, all that. It's Hawaii. Everybody's trying to stay in shape because you're going to the beach. But when I go to the beach, everybody's fat and ugly, so I don't know where the people are that are doing all the jogging. I'm not sure. So, okay. That's that on freaking the traffic. I'm done there. I could rant forever. Hiking. I've been on like 4 or 5 hikes since I've been to Hawaii, and they're a lot of fun. I nearly die every time, and I complain, I bitch. I'm just like, whose idea was this? And then it was mine. I more or less go for the pictures because the pictures are beautiful, and I don't want to leave Hawaii saying, I wish I would have done this, I wish I would have done that. And so all this opportunity to go see these hikes, I went to the area where they video recorded. They taped Jurassic Park. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I loved it. I have pictures up on Instagram and Facebook if you did not see them. It was a lot of fun, but it's really hard. It's like a couple hours, and like it gets to the point where every 20 minutes I have to stop because you're going up really, really far, but then like the elevation's like collapsing on my lungs. I'm like, I'm from Kansas. I can't do this. But I make it through, because I know if I don't make it to the top of the mountain or at the end of the hike, I'm so going to regret it later. And so I'm going to be like, I wish I would have fucking done that. You know, I was young, and, okay, I'm not in shape. That's why I struggle. But when I'm old, I will say I was in shape now. Yeah. Anyways. So it's a lot of fun. I hate going and I love going. I hated it as much as I love it, and that's why I keep going. I may bitch the whole time, but I don't regret it. And yet, I still want to, there's still a lot I haven't done that I can't wait to do. I can't wait to go snorkeling. I'm afraid of drowning, so I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm one of those people where, like, you know, because I'm from Kansas, I know how to swim, but I don't know how to, like, swim. I don't know how to, like, save myself if I'm in the middle of the fucking ocean and there's like sharks chasing me or some shit. You know, Lake Afton and Cheney and Kingman Lake, I think I learned how to swim as well as anyone who learns to swim in those disgusting lakes. I still have to plug my nose because I never learned how to not drown myself without plugging my nose. My sister does it too, so don't judge me. It's genetic, whatever. Skydiving, we still want to go skydiving. I'm excited to do that. Yeah, that's a whole nother video. But if and when I do that, there will be a video of me actually skydiving, so I'm excited to have that. I'm gonna go kayaking, that's the plan. Here in the next month or so. It's fairly inexpensive to do that here. The cost of skydiving is about $100, $150. Snorkeling, you can do that anywhere as long as you have your own snorkeling gear. Snorkeling gear is anywhere from $20 to $50. So really it comes down to having the money to be able to afford to do this. And kayaking, I think, is like $50 for 3 hours. I still want to see turtles. There's a beach here where you can go see turtles. We haven't gotten around to going to that particular beach. Not to mention, on the weekends, everyone and their fucking third cousin is out at the beach, and there's nowhere to fucking park. And literally, I have spent an entire Saturday afternoon driving around from beach to beach all over the island, trying to find somewhere to fucking park to go to a fucking beach. The whole fucking day was wasted. It was, I was pissed. So, if that is to happen, we're definitely gonna have to go like during the day or something like that when, you know, everyone's not on vacation or whatever. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the lizards here in Hawaii. Okay, so there are lizards anywhere from like the size of my hand, you know, about I don't know, 6 inches like is the max. I think max 6-7 inches is the longest from nose to tail. And they are everywhere. Okay, so in Kansas you have squirrels and bunny rabbits everywhere, and birds and shit. Okay, well, there's birds here too. But there are lizards everywhere, and they are so cute. Oh my god. They like sit on my steps, right outside the door, and then like when I open the door and step out, they like scurry and run everywhere, and it's just so freaking cute. And they all have different colors and different sizes. Little baby ones. Anyways, I have literally spent the last 2 months trying to catch a fucking lizard here. Like, seriously, they are so fast. Like, they are so fast. But I have tried, and I've even, like prowled up on them trying to get to them, and it never fucking works. But I want to catch me a lizard. I even want to just pet one for a second. But they're all over the place, and it's so cool. When I get home and I get out of the car and I walk up, they all go running and scurrying, and they used to scare the shit out of me because being from Kansas, snakes are kind of everywhere. Whether it's a garden snake or not, I don't give a fuck. I'm afraid of fucking snakes, okay? Garden snakes freak me out because they slither and move. And at least in Hawaii, I know I don't have to worry about snakes because there is no snakes in Hawaii. And, you know, lizards don't bite. I am curious if some of them are poisonous or not. I have to look that up, but I still try to catch them. They like live under the house, and they're just everywhere. Interestingly enough, I don't ever see lizards out on hikes or anything like that. It's literally just in local areas, like, you know, like bunny rabbits and squirrels would be, you know. In Kansas, they're, you know, just around the houses and shops and stores and restaurants and stuff like that. It's really weird. But they're so freaking cute. And they're awesome. Oh, okay, one more thing before I go. Chickens. Okay. There are chickens everywhere here just as much as there are lizards. Okay, you see a little bunny rabbit going around in Kansas? No, here we have chickens. Those things are not in fences. They are not in whatever those little things are called to keep them contained. They are running loose out there like crazy. Like bagocking and everything, and I don't know. It's insane. They're at the beach. They're just walking along in people's yards like it's no fucking big deal. They're walking by you while you're eating a freaking sandwich and a latte, okay, at the restaurant. They are everywhere. Like, chickens. I'm like, this isn't right. This is a health code problem. What's going on here? No, they are the rabbits of Kansas, you know, and the squirrels are like the lizards. So I literally went from bunnies and squirrels to lizards and chickens. That's what I'm fucking talking about when I'm saying a freaking, like, culture shock, temperature shock, freaking rodents of the plains shock. Like, it's weird. It really is. I'm just like, this shit is not natural. In Kansas, we be fucking cooking that for dinner. Okay, this is not... Alright, I'm done there. You get the point. But... if you have me on Snapchat, you will see the lizards and chickens and everywhere. I kinda miss my squirrels and bunny rabbits because they're way fucking cuter. I'll tell you that right now. Alright, I am done. This has been the longest video ever, but it's been the best. I hope you guys enjoy it. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.